go global. I want to go back global. And I would like to ask Khalid from Oman. Oman has been among those that are actively participating in the discussions at the UN Statistical Commission. And I would like to, given that you have this global perspective when we do our discussions at the Commission, could you share with us your thoughts about how this framework that we're discussing will really be relevant in these global discussions, but also in your country?
Yeah, thank you. I have to say that tourism sector is one out of 5 sectors in which the government of Oman is enhancing and developing during the 9th development plan. And the sustainable development for the sector is one of the strategic goals for Ministry of Tourism. And the sustainable measurement for the sector is, again, it's one of the strategic goals for the National Center for Statistics and Information. We as statisticians, we are always looking for standards that will allow us to compare our data. That's why we always support having standard measurement for any phenomena. Actually, we provide the users a lot of information, maybe through the tourism satellite account or some other surveys related to tourism. The new recommended frame for measuring sustainable development, of course, it will give a clear picture about the performance of the sector. But frankly, we learned that following to the framework, the recommended framework, it will be followed by something like a combining guide, and if I am not mistaken, and that we start thinking about that. That will give us 5 different documents to look at to measure tourism statistics. We have the international recommendation for tourism statistics, and then we have the 2SA documents, and there is a combining guide for the international recommendation for tourism statistics. Now we are talking about measuring sustainable tourism, and then combining guide for measuring sustainable tourism. This is 5 documents. And I think this is too much. We don't read. That's why I recommend that we add one more. Or we merge the combining guide of measuring sustainable tourism with since it is still draft, we have to add something like a chapter over there, just talking about the success stories, talking about how to combine this, talking about examples, because 5 different documents measuring statistics, I think it is too much.
Thank you very much, Khalid. And Clara is taking notes. You already have a very specific recommendation on how to move forward, given that we are discussing this framework. And indeed, it's always good to see this perspective that I remember one of our ministers was saying, let's make it simple. And that is also the same way that we want to move forward as statisticians, to make our life more simple, but at the same time still addressing the requirements of our policymakers.